All right, y'all. We're live. Welcome to Dysfunctional Podcast, Season 3. This is episode 5, and we are here with DaniccaCity. Thank
Hey.
y'all again for coming. I am on the couch with my panel hosts. We got Tiny, we got Cutie, and Underballs. Before we start with the interview, I got to introduce DaniccaCity to y'all. DaniccaCity is a visionary scripter, innovator, builder, and a man of deep faith whose work has been instrumental in shaping the early landscape of Horizon Worlds. With his pioneering creations like The Stew and Club Vivid, Danica has not only set the benchmark for interactive, immersive virtual environments, but also demonstrated how creativity, technical expertise, and personal values can come together to build thriving digital communities in Horizon Worlds. His unique approach in scripting, excuse me, creators and continue to drive forward the evolution of the metaverse. Today, we are honored to have him share his journey, insights, and the passion behind his groundbreaking work in Horizon World and doing so much more for the Horizon World community. Thank you for coming, Danica City.
Wow, thank you for
Yes.
having me. That was a wonderful
Of
intro. I felt
course.
like I was on
Whoop,
Club Shay
whoop.
Shay right there. That
Period.
was fire right there.
Period.
Hello.
You,
Can you
hey,
send me that?
so
I didn't know I did all that.
of course, of course.
Yeah,
I
dog.
got
Okay.
you. So, what we do is I usually have my panel hosts start with the questions, and then I come along with the deeper questions. So Tiny Faith has the first one, then be Cutie, and then me.
Hey.
Hey, Tiny. What up?
Hey. So the first question is, where are you from?
So I'm from the metaverse. Yeah, I'm from the metaverse.
Come on now.
That's real. That's my real answer.
Dope,
Oh, I see what
dope,
kind of interview this about to be.
yeah, dope.
So, Danica is from the metaverse, but he spends a lot of time in Las Vegas. That's a
Thank
That's
you.
true.
Thank you. Thank you, Ike.
Thank you,
She
thank
ain't
you.
lying. She ain't lying. We thinking about getting some tickets actually April, what was we looking at? April I think the 18th through the 25th, something like that. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking
You
about?
would
Hook
be
me up
in
with some
somewhere in
give me
my
some tickets, give me
birthday.
some coupons. When's your birthday?
During April, he do usually be in Vegas. We need to go to Vegas
My
I've
birthday is the
been saying this
24th
for
of
years.
April.
for
Okay,
real,
Yeah.
you
for
know
real.
mine is on the 8th, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Look,
Period.
whenever
Okay.
y'all ready. I tried to do this last. Did I not, boss? I tried to do this
Mm-hmm.
last
Let's
year.
go to Vegas. Let's go for my birthday. And I use come on. Let's go.
Woo!
Let's
Yeah,
go.
look, I get us some rooms for
ain't
$300.
no
We get a
woo for me.
nice,
I
you know what I'm
got
saying?
rooms.
Nice room.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hey, let's
you want to go to
go. I
Vegas?
got it now. Let me send you that
No, I
300
got
right
moved
now. Let's
there. I can't go
go.
no.
Goddamn Vegas.
You gonna fly?
You
All right,
got to
shit.
move.
Oh dang, I gotta fly. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you don't want to fly?
I knew that
Not
what
right
she was
now.
gonna
I
say.
don't. Not right now.
Oh,
Heck no. That be
Okay,
just my luck.
now I'm not gonna lie to you.
hmm.
You know we on track to have the same amount of plane crashes we've had on average damn near every year. It's just it's newsworthy because it's something that can make us worry. So when it happens, usually they don't say nothing. That's the
Mm.
only difference. Usually when a plane crash, something flip over, they lose.
Hmm.
It don't be big news. So now that they know you tuning in, they gonna keep putting it out to you just so you can pay attention. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
mean they've been
It's okay,
always having
cutie. We're
these
gonna fly.
crashes? It just ain't never been said.
Man, and when the
Yeah.
plane
Yes.
going down, I'll be saying Danica said it was
Oh
just
my
I don't,
oh damn.
and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip it right
Okay,
back on. I
we
told her
gotta
not to
get back
ride the
into
damn
we'll
plane.
talk about this will be a top discussion after the interview. We
I'm
gotta get
sorry.
back into
Yes,
the
ma'am.
interview.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So
Sorry.
the next question is, what do you do for work outside of the VR?
Um, I don't really have any other job outside the VR. I do like contract stuff, but it's still usually linked to this space. So like recently I created an art exhibit for real life artists to have their art inside the metaverse, and I was basically commissioned to put that
Oh, dope.
together.
It's
Um,
dope
I
too.
Cutie, I took you over there, right?
It
Did
is
I take you over
dope.
there?
It's really dope. Y'all need to go check it out. It is really
That's
dope. Click on
dope.
his head. He has an art exhibit, and the artists in there are man, it's amazing. He did a great and amazing job putting it together. It's dope.
It was all
I'm
right. She
definitely
fluffing the
check it out.
pillows for y'all a little bit.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Check
fluffing the
check it out.
pillows. Y'all go follow on it and check it out. Get him some like and save. It's really, really dope. It is. It's
I
That's
unique.
dope.
appreciate you.
All
So
right,
so
so the
stuff like
next
that. I'll do like contracted work that sort of lends to this space still. I'm kind of just not only creating worlds for Horizon so I can, make income that way, but also using this space as like, advertisement and whatever people are willing to pay me to put in here, I'll do it.
yeah, yeah. All
Got
right, so
you.
next question is, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
I love to spend time with my family. We just did
Mm,
that last night. It was my uncle's birthday. Me and Mrs.
Okay.
Danica, yeah, we drove like an hour away just to hang out with the fam, eat and kick back, play some dominoes, play some cards. I
Scotty.
like to
Thank
I
you
like to
so
work out.
much.
I like to be active. So, me and Miss Danica take a walk around the neighborhood, man. Where I live is like on this big hill of houses, man. So it's like walking around our neighborhood is a workout just by itself. But I do a little something around the house, push ups, sit ups, some pull ups or something. And we love to eat. So, even though
Yes, you
we're
do.
we that couple, me and Miss Danica spent like $300 on groceries, hit up Costco, hit up the regular grocery store, and then get all those groceries at the house and then go get some food. We'll go
yeah,
buy some
Okay.
That sound
go
like me.
That's how it be.
yeah.
We'll make
but
roast and
everybody
then go
man,
out and go get some.
I do that.
man, I ain't gonna
That's
lie
for
to you.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
They buying a whole
Free
bunch of groceries.
freezer
yeah.
busting open, man. Freezer spilling out. We be like, all right, man, let's go get some food. Like we ain't got a whole house full of food.
Mhm,
That's how it be.
mhm.
So the next question is, I'm a music person. My favorite music
Mhm.
is neo soul. What is yours?
Mm. I don't have a favorite. I'm gonna be honest with you because it's just like my mood of that day. And even then, it's like I flip. Like I put on some Afro beats, then go right from Afro beats to some Chicago drill music, right from some Chicago drill music to some Al Green. And I'm going from
Mhm.
Al Green. I might put on some like what you call it, soft rock, like the Paradox Band or Paramore. And man, I'm kind of all over the place. I just love music for real.
Well,
I
mine's
think
like
good music
mine's.
is
I
not like
love them.
genre specific.
I think my R&B, my favorite song on R&B, like the song is me and Twin song is Michael Jackson's "Lady in My Life." That's my favorite song
Mm.
all time. But I do love me some Sade, some Anita Baker. I listen to the Gap Band. I'm a '70s person too. I listen to the
Oh
Gap
man, I
Band,
love the
Isley
Gap
Brothers,
Band.
Smokey
Mm-hmm.
Robinson. Kitty, what's yours? What's
I
up?
love I love everything too. I'm kind of like I ain't gonna say I just have no certain kind because it depends on. Of course, I love Sade, and I like neo soul too, but I also like rock music. Like I bust out and do some bring me to life, some Evanescence, and people don't really know. Like I listen to a lot of white music too, like everything rock music, everything. I listen
Hold
to
on
some
now.
heavy rock too.
I know rock music. Come
Now ain't
on
no
Yeah,
such
now.
thing as white music. We invented rock and roll.
Uh, yeah,
I'm
rock
gonna
and
shut up
roll.
though. I'm gonna
Some
shut
True,
up.
heavy. I'm gonna
true
say
statement.
I listen to some heavy rock and roll. Like I'm talking about to the point where it be like they're screaming and oh, and I will put it on. And
Hold on, hold on. You listen to heavy metal?
yeah, I listen to heavy metal. I do. I listen to
Uh-uh.
heavy metal, and my daughter, she be like, "Mom," and she'll come in there, and I have my hands up, and I be like, "Whoa!" As long as they ain't saying,
I know
as
you
long as they ain't
lying.
saying no
I
double
know
stuff.
you
I can
lying
low
too.
key, I can low key see that. I can low key
I
see
know
that,
you.
bro.
I can't see that.
Yeah.
I know
I can
her. I
see
Hey,
it.
can't see it.
hey. I feel it. I be feeling that stuff, man. Sometimes you just gotta get in there and just scream it out, and then come back and be like, "I'm cutie the sweetest." Y'all don't know what I be done went through for. Hey,
What about you, boss? What's your favorite
My
artist?
favorite man, I got y'all know I listen to everything too, but I say my favorite genre would be R&B and Southern Soul Blues. So
Mm.
Okay, dope.
that's my favorite. You know what I'm
That's
saying? When I
dope.
just wanna relax, y'all y'all be on the lookout for that blues club coming soon, cause that mug gonna go.
Hey, let's
Hey, this shit finna be
Say
go.
dope.
that.
It's gonna go.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
so
go.
Cutie got
I'm
the
actually
next
gonna get
part.
my auntie to come down here because she do all that blues. Bring some people down
Ooh,
here
she'll
for real to
love it.
perform.
She'll love it.
Yeah, that'll be
Mm-hmm.
dope. But yeah, okay, Danica, nice to meet you, dude. This is the first time I saw you. You're a dope dude now.
Pure nonsense.
You know, I gotta act crazy. Yeah, this is my first time meeting you, man. You seem like a pretty cool dude from the introduction she gave. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
So I want to know, were you a gamer before you came into VR?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I, honestly, I can't even remember a point not playing video games. We used to wake up on Saturday mornings, go across the street from my grandma's house, play games when I was like, man, I know I was young, single digits. I mean, I had the Game Boy Advance. I'm not as old as y'all. We had
Mm.
PlayStation, all that kind of stuff. And I've been into the VR stuff as soon as I can get my hands on it. I think it's like I don't want to cap. I think like something like 9 years strong. Not 10 years now strong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2015 is the first
Mm.
time I got my hands on
2015.
some VR stuff. I had the Galaxy Note 4 and the Google Cardboard. Y'all know what that is? It was basically like you could take this little box from Google and you put your phone in it, and that was like the first sort of iteration of VR that like people could really get their hands on, easy accessible. You really couldn't do much other than like watch YouTube videos and like real small games, but it was there. And that like
Mhm.
hooked me to this to the point where it's like now, man, I'm sitting here with you guys, high fiving, and I know y'all do y'all well, not y'all, but some of the people out in the audience go over the VR chat and do y'all little, VR is crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah, you a strong one because I saw them avatars, them early avatars. I would have left VR when I if I would have had to look like the way them early
Yeah.
avatars.
Now you should have seen the avatars in 2015. Sure, we had
That's
just
what
this
I'm
head.
saying. Them
We had
all
this
funny
head
looking.
profile, this top
Hey,
profile used to have this
I
digital
saw Danica's. It
outlook.
cracked me
Yeah,
Man,
up.
it's
I said,
crazy.
"What in the world is that, boy?" I'm happy you
What's
changed
up,
that one.
Goku? I see you.
But
I see you back there, Goku.
I got a
that
picture of
goes to my next
Mhm.
question.
my
I did
first
hear you say
iPhone.
something about PlayStation, so I was gonna ask
Mhm.
you, are you a PlayStation or Xbox type of person? Which one?
I mean, I was riding with PlayStation till PlayStation 3 came out. Then it was just Xbox One,
Right.
hardcore.
Same thing.
And then
Mhm.
when the new consoles came out, I never had the newest one. I think the last one I had was damn. I don't know. I didn't get the new consoles though. I've been PC gaming for like the last 5 or 6 years. So by the time PS5 came out, I already had PS5 graphics on my laptop. So I don't
Mm,
even own a console like the last 5 years. I just, PC game and VR game stuff like that.
Dope.
So it's
okay,
all good, but PC is king. Yeah, PC is king,
okay,
straight like that.
okay. So what drew you to virtual reality in the first place?
I think it just stimulated my senses, unlike unlike video games really ever could. Just to be able to look around with my own head was like that threw me for a loop when I first did that. I was at the mall. I tried out the Galaxy Note 4, the Samsung Gear VR, and I was
Mhm.
just blew away. I couldn't believe this was here. Cause you always saw it in the movies, It was like, but
Mhm.
it was like sort of just science fiction. It was never anything real and tangible, and that actually looked anything good to the point where it's like now. I mean, man, you get on some of this stuff in VR, the fidelity on some experiences, it's hard to distinguish reality from non. And then depending on how deep the experience is, right? Because I've
Mhm.
had some experiences with all y'all on this couch, but especially DD, Cutie, and Boss, were like we done sat and had real talks where it's like, man, I know y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all like my
Right.
VR
Mhm.
cousins to a certain
Family for
degree. So
sure.
it's like it's I think, man, bro, the experience is really second to none when you think about immersion. I can't even
Yeah.
imagine us being any more immersed than this. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. I feel you
Dragon
on that.
Ball. Hold on, excuse me.
That's
Dragon Ball, how you
true.
just go sit on a corn like that?
You sitting in somebody lap.
You sitting on ice cold stacks, bro.
So you gonna come back
We're
and
gonna
you
have to
gonna be
we're gonna
right
have to
on her
send
lap.
Just Will in here to get you, bro. Somebody call Comic Just. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send this to Comic Just Will.
The corn ain't gonna need show.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot on my. Oh no, stay right there. You done did it now, bro.
Look, he
I didn't know
trying
she
to
was there.
get.
He gonna sit right
Oh
back
yeah,
there.
that's a
Huh?
good one.
I
Okay.
didn't.
So yeah, Danica. So when you got in VR, like what was your first big project?
Ooh. My first world, and it's crazy because the guy who one of the guys who inspired me to make it, I just talked to him yesterday. Man, I ain't talked to this dude in years. He called me, asked me for a to be a reference so he can be a police officer. And I was like, damn, bro, you really like he's changing his life around. But when I first made my first World and Horizon, just like I think like most people, I started off just trying to build a house. And I was like,
Mhm.
I don't know, it just sort of adapted into me wanting to make something that meant something to me. And so
Mhm.
it was like COVID lockdown at its high, right? And
Mhm.
man, I had like three different men in my life who I known to be strong men, and they wanted to kill themselves. And I didn't know what to do with that. And so I'm usually the advice guy. And man, bro, you got this to live for, this to live for. But somebody wanting to turn the lights off forever, to stop feeling stuff, it ain't the same as like telling somebody to walk away from a fight or telling somebody to, oh, eat this food or just work out or do this or do that. Like, man, every time I'm like, yeah, you could do this. They like, oh, I could just switch the lights off. Yeah, you could do this. Oh no, I could just stop all this. And I was like scared and felt helpless. I'm usually the guy with the advice. There was nothing I could tell them. And so my outlet was kind of like, man, if they were in this headset right now, what could I do to make them feel better? And so in my first world, it's called the Mountain Pass Pad. And basically, when you're in the world, you're taking this walk up this mountain, and it's sort of like just words of affirmation all the way up, right? It's like your life is meaningful, your thoughts are important, you can do it, keep going, God's got you.
Okay.
You know, your thoughts are important, and your life is valuable. Um, all these things I just put all the way as you go up the mountain. As you keep going, you just see more and more things. And then when you get to the top, it's sort of like how you stare off into the clouds. And, sometimes you see a cloud look like a snake. Sometimes you see a cloud look like your favorite cartoon character or something like that. It's basically like you're
Mhm.
looking into the clouds, and I got these different images of things in the clouds, right?
That's
And
dope.
man, that was just inspired with me just wanting to like do something bigger than just, I don't know, make a game. Like it was a lot of feelings and stuff input in that. So for you to ask me that a day after I hear from one of the guys and he's doing something important with his life, he's doing something meaningful, man, like a black man going to be a police officer. We need more of them, right? That's powerful, man. So I'm glad you asked me about that. Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
my dog
Yeah,
Ill Will
That's
too, man. You know who
dope.
you are.
That's dope.
yeah, that's
It's
dope.
real
Yes.
though.
Okay. All right.
So there was that part. So I have a little story, right? Before we get
Hmm.
into the main part.
Okay.
So when I first got into the VR, right, the Horizon Worlds app, me and my sister, my blood
Right.
sister, she brought me into a couple of worlds she was showing me around Horizon. Now she didn't like the app very much because she's not sociable, but I'm the sociable one. And my very first studio we first came across to was the stew. And
Yeah.
we was walking in the
Interesting.
stew. And I remember Danica, you had this video on his Instagram right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not even know he had recorded me and my sister until like a couple years later.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, that's me and my sister on his video. And me and my sister said the exact same thing. Like, yeah, we was like, you asked us a few questions. What you asked us, were we sisters? And we was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like, y'all twins. I was like, y'all
yeah,
sisters. Y'all like, yeah, in unison. Y'all
yeah.
twins. Yeah. Okay. It was tweaking me out because they had on the exact same
He
outfit and
thought
everything,
he
but they
thought we was
answered at the
twins.
same time,
We
like the
answered at
sister
the
the
same
sister
time.
twins, like right in
Yeah.
unison, even with the
Mm-hmm.
latency on the headset. So that was just like, it was funny because
That was
I don't even think
funny.
you could see your name tags in the video because I had
Mm-mm.
the ceiling so low in the stew.
Slow.
So I never
Mm-hmm.
even realized that was you. That was just some
I
content I
looked
put
at
out
that
because it was so
video and
funny.
I was like,
That's
that
crazy.
is me and my sister. And I mean, we talked it out. We always come, and I know that the stew and Club Vivid was our very first worlds that we known of you as the creator of them worlds, and that was the first popular worlds of Horizon Worlds, especially
Right.
Yeah.
around that time when I first started in 2022. So let's talk about them two worlds first. Knowing that your very first project in Horizon, but let's talk about when I first met you, DaniccaCity. Your worlds was popular, especially the stew. The stew was
Right.
the running one. Like numbers was going up, up, up every week, and it's still
Right.
popular to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that for a second.
Sorry.
Cause
I didn't know you were there.
your worlds, the Stool and Club Vivid, were among the first popular spaces on Horizon Worlds. What do you think set them apart from others at that time?
I think definitely the ability to have audio playing in the world because you didn't have audio in any worlds before that outside of people like recording something next to their head. And then that was the first sort of functional club as far as Club Vivid, where it's like the very first club. If you look at my second world, it's called DaniccaCity, and I made this little club, little rooftop joint with a bar at the bottom, and I recorded music from like a cell phone. It was only like a 30-second clip, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just the adaptation of actual music playing, at least being semi clear, and then the ambiance, the lasers, the light shows. I think
Yeah.
even today, I'm gonna be honest with you, like even today, with the
Mm-hmm.
capacity being way higher than it was when I made that thing, you can go in
Sup?
there and put a bot in there, and I think you'll be hard pressed to just not measure it up to some of the stuff that we have in here right now because like
Right.
it's more when you think about an experience, it's more than just cutting edge graphics. It's more than just who's DJing. Like there's a sort of ambiance attached to certain spaces that you can't really like discount. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna lie. I like down south bar and grill. It's one of them spots that's like it don't matter if you see another club that you might feel like this club has better graphics or you might feel like this club has more whatever the hell you can do your drinks different or something, but it's like the way certain spaces come together, it's not about that. It's about like the synergy and the energy that's attached
Yes.
to it, you know what I mean, and you
Yes.
a byproduct of that because people come to your spaces for a DD experience. You know what I mean?
Yes.
People come to certain clubs that boss is DJing that, they might not even care for the person who made it. You know what I'm saying? But okay, boss DJing in here. Let me slide through here. I'm one of them people. Like if boss DJing,
Yeah.
I know it's a space I'm welcome in. I know at the very
Mhm.
least he gonna have the music popping, and he draws a certain kind of crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not it. All you guys on this couch is like you garner a certain kind of like culture for the metaverse. And that ain't me just talking. That's real talk. Anybody in this room knows that if y'all been in a world that anybody in this couch is put together, there's a certain kind of like flavor, a certain kind of like ambiance that goes with it. And I think that when I put something together, it's sort of the same thing. You know, we kind of cultivate our own communities, and
Yes.
our personalities are like sort of an extension of the world. Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Exactly. That's dope. I'm glad that you said it because, a lot of people be like, oh, I got to make sure my world is perfect so I can get all these, supporters. It's not even about how the world looks because that was our very first world. And however plain it might be, I have people coming to me like, I don't even know how you came about with that world. It's not about this, it's about the energy and your personality and how you
Mm-hmm.
talk to. It's always how you speak to people. And Delica, you've been one of them as well. Very humble. But ever since I met you, you've been very humble. Like, people come up to you, oh, you the world creator? Oh, that's so dope. They be so happy because they feel like you the celebrity
Mm.
in Horizon World. But you always been humble, and still to this day, you always been the same. So
That's
grateful
how I
for it.
felt when I first met him. I was like, oh my
Right.
God, he's Danica. I remember he dropped in my world. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Danica City in here looking at my world. Danica City in here looking at my world.
That's for real. And he really he real down to earth. Like he a real type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm.
you can't never take that from him because he gonna keep it 100 with you no matter what. Um, I mean, he genuine. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes him, you know, be lovable up in this space. Like that's how he progress because of his personality.
Man, I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Y'all making me blush. See what I'm talking about? Hey, I feel the same way, man. Right back at y'all. Real talk. I mean, from the moment I met y'all, you know, wasn't a whole lot of funny business. It was like I'm like, hey, you need some, I got you. And y'all been the same way back to me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, man, bro. I can't wait to just see what we put together next. You know what I mean? And, I
Exactly.
thank y'all, man. Just cause it's hard cause some people are always just looking at what you can be for them, and just it's never really about the camaraderie. It's always about how can I capitalize. And I don't mind
Hmm.
being useful. I don't mind being used. I think as a man, I'm supposed to be, utilized. I think if you're not useful, then you're not really a man that's really worth too much. Not just to me, but just to the world. Like you, so I don't mind being used, but some people can make you just feel like, damn, I just been used. You know what I'm saying? Used and discarded. So I never
Mhm.
got that from
Mhm.
y'all, man. And I think y'all created just a safe space for me anytime I come in the room. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's love, man. I appreciate y'all. These like
What's
my
wrong
cup.
with
We
you?
having like a moment on this couch, y'all. But y'all, this is
Yeah.
regular. What's up, man? Tane, I see you in the building, sexy bone. Hey, 773. I
Yeah.
see you up there in Indiana. Indiana more, I see you. You know.
So we all know we be having memorable moments on this game, like on Horizon Worlds. We have a lot of memorable
Yeah,
moments, and we
yeah.
do have a lot of challenges. But are there any, memorable moments or challenges from the early days of Horizon World that still inspire you today?
Hmm. One of my favorite moments is I did a podcast with the rapper Mims, um, and with Prince the Woo and my guy Ace, and it wasn't too long before Prince the Wu passed, and I was just honored to really be sitting there just amongst like that amount of talent and just that was a real moment in time for me. It's one of those things I always look back on and be like, damn, I'm glad I did that. You know what I mean? Prince the Wu, for those who don't know, is an amazing creator in
Yeah.
this space. He got
Yeah.
he got took from us a little too soon,
Yes.
much too soon. But you know, gotta have faith in God's plan. So I can't even really say that. But he left his mark, man, and his world, the house party. Like when you was talking about me having my worlds popping and the early days, man, he was right there, neck and neck with me. And man,
Mm-hmm.
that house party spot was jumping every single night, all day long, and it you know it
Mhm.
was like we experienced a moment in time together that a lot of people I hear a lot of times they be like, "Man, I wish we can go back to the old horizon." You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
that
Fun
was
back
its own
It
then.
was
era.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
The no
yeah,
legs, the no leg, it was so much funner. It was so much
yeah.
fun.
Mm.
We was
Sliding
lit
around with that
every
circle on
day.
the floor. It was great.
Man, you could
Going
dance
on
better
World
with no
House
legs. You
late at
remember though? We could
night.
dance
Right.
better with no legs. The
You know
girl,
that?
we would be dropping it down low with no
Dropping
legs.
all the
You
way
know that?
down floor.
Man,
Man.
Blanco used to get. You can tell he was getting down low to the floor. I was like, look at him, man. Like, hey, how
Man,
come
I
he ain't
know he
got no
used to be
legs?
breathing hard
Him
behind that
and
mud boy.
Isha. Him and Isha used to be getting down.
They used to be getting
Nah.
Shout out to
down.
Blanco Isha. They used to
Yeah.
Look,
be getting
one more
down.
thing I had to add to your question. Just one of those things that inspired me as well. I remember when I came on and being a black man in this space, I remember first off, it wasn't a whole lot of black people. I think the amount of total black people in this space was probably less than those in this room. I'm not exaggerating. Before they opened the app to everybody, it was a small amount of us. And a lot of the people who claim to be pioneers, they didn't really come till later. They came a few months before everybody else got in. We ain't gonna go in on that, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
When I was walking around asking for help, it'd be like you be that black face in the wrong neighborhood, and then nobody want to help me, man. Nobody.
Mm.
I'm talking about like,
Mhm.
man, can you just show me? I just wanna, if you could show me scripting, if you could try. All these same people who walk up to me and be like, oh Danica, this is my guy from the old days. I'm like, yo ass wouldn't even help me. It
Mhm.
Mm.
wasn't until I became my own greatness that they had to step back and go, oh, now I see you. Because there'll be plenty of times I walk into these worlds, just just being a quiet face and didn't really know nobody, didn't really have much going on, and they would like scoff at me, come and look at my creations and tell me how much I needed to work or what I needed to work
Mm.
on, but wouldn't help me with a damn thing. And that's one thing that always pushes me to want to help others.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of my free time on here just teaching people how to script, teaching people how to snap things down, teaching people how to be programmers, and just trying to help future proof the space, not only for people who look like me, but especially for people who look like me. Because I've been there and I remember what that felt like, and I don't want people to feel like that. And I know
Mm.
it's gonna happen anyway, but if it's in my power, if I got the time, if you want to learn something, if you need some help with something, I keep that chip on my shoulder to make sure that like I got the people on my back too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it ain't just about helping me.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Yes,
That's
man.
amazing.
Yes, Danica.
So, I want to talk about my favorite memory, like memorable moment of you, right? You came to
Okay.
DSBG 2.0. It was lit that night. And
Yeah.
Boss was playing the Fabo song Geeked Up, right?
It's
And you
Yeah.
was lit. You was real lit. Geeked up, geeked up.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
recorded
starting
it.
to see spaceships on Banghead.
Okay. So you did a video. You did a video and you sent it to Fabo and Fabo screen, he shared it on his story. And you was like,
Yeah.
Hey, Didi, hey, Fabo, he shared it. I was like, hey, like that was dope. That's my favorite memorable moment of you, especially how much you supported DSBG and me. Like you didn't even have to tag me, but the fact that you tagged me in that, like that's so dope. So I just wanted to,
Mhm.
share that memorable moment with you.
Yeah,
Um,
that was dope. Shout out
Mhm.
Fabo too. We gonna get Fabo
Yeah.
in here. Mark my words.
period.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
So
crazy? Oh
that'll
my
be
god.
that'll
Yeah.
be dope. Cause geeked
That'd
up
be
by song,
dope.
I'll be play that song, please.
Mhm.
Um. Also, we also know that Danica is a builder, but we also know that he's also a scripter. So we gonna ask this question: what inspired you to start scripting? And how did that journey of scripting, like the challenges and everything else, how's that coming? Like, how's the journey of scripting, and how did it shape you into, other worlds? I'm doing this in my own words, so please, just bear with me.
That's all right. We speak the same habla español, you know. I think a big part of me wanting to just learn the scripting, I hate to be relying on people. And when I tell y'all, about how hard it was to try and get help, I mean, it was real tough. And you know how it is when you're building a world. Everybody in this room probably has a world that they got an idea for that they started building, but they didn't know how to do the scripting for it, and so they probably just gave up. You know what I mean? I have worlds still sitting on ice that I ain't figured out quite yet how to make what I'm trying to actualize right go into motion. But I wanted to be self sufficient. I wanted to create, you know, whole experiences and not just the art of it. I wanted to be able to really become a game dev in here, and I saw what some of the others were putting out, and I'm like, I can be just as good as them. I just need to learn. So I sat my butt down inside that terrible scripting tutorial that they have for us, and just like Jamie Foxx said in Booty Call, right? When he said he started listening, he would listen to the old kung fu movies, and he started watching the English dub versions, and after a while, he could just pick it up. And I just started looking at their scripts, and I just tried to make my own right next to it. I said, look at what they got. Okay, let me do that. Now look at this. Let me do that.
I think
Okay, and I
that's a
just kept trying to
key.
copy it, copy it,
Yeah.
copy it until it started making sense to me. And then like nowadays,
I
it's all
got it.
about pushing the envelope. So I love when somebody comes to me with an idea or a way I can make something better. Or Mrs. Dennica could tell you, I'll be sitting in the car, I'll be driving back with someone, I'll be like, I got it. I know what to do. I got it. I got it. I got it. And I get home, I hop in the headset and doop, 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 and I just put it together. That's how most of my ideas come. It's like it'll be random. I'll be in the shower or I'll be like cooking some food and then the idea will just hit me. Right. So I wanted to be like unhindered, you know what I mean, from making what I want. And that's a big thing that everybody should, at least strive to have some understanding where you don't have to rely on everybody else. Not to the point where you
Mhm.
don't feel like I don't need nobody, but you don't want to have to need people in order to get what you want done. That's power.
Mm,
I feel that right there.
for real.
I gotta
Yeah,
get
me,
to
me,
scripting.
me and Cutie about to start her scripting journey. Don't worry, you know what I'm saying?
Most
We're gonna
definitely.
start that journey. You know what
I
I'm
Well,
got
since
a
we
saying?
dope
get
world
into
sitting
that,
on
well, since we get
ice.
into that, when you finna start cutie scripting journey, what
Yeah.
advice can you give to people, aspiring builders now and scripter creators who are just beginning their journey in the metaverse? Like, what advice will you give them?
Work hard. Work hard. Keep trying. And you gotta have a winner's attitude even when you're losing. Even when your world is broken, you gotta have a stick to itiveness that's gonna pull you through that. It's many times I opened up a world and that thing wasn't ready. When I first did Midnight Nightmare School Bus, and they can tell you, man, like I thought it was ready, and I published them up. Oh, Danica, this broke. Ooh, damn. Let me. Oh, this
Mm,
broke. Ooh, that still happens today. This
Mhm.
you
that
have
was a
to
journey.
have a certain amount of perseverance where you're going to. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to strive to put things out the best you can, and you can't measure yourself off everybody else. If I looked at Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar all day, I'm not gonna be able to appreciate where I am as a creator right now. Like you can't measure yourself by everybody else. Measure yourself by how good you are, the progress you've made, and then be the best at that. And if that makes you feel like you're the best, that's fine. Like I have no problem with somebody walking up to me right now. I'm the best in Horizon. I got no problem with that. Cause you know I'm gonna say it right back to you. I think I'm the best. Now what? We ain't got to be enemies over that. I respect people thinking and believing in themselves as far as their greatness because that's what it takes. Like you can't just be a quitter. You can't just, you know, want to give up at the first sign of like struggle. Like this shit takes hours. Underboss could tell you. He know.
Yep.
Like this shit, this you literally sometimes got to bang your head against the wall, turn the headset off, take you 15, 30 minutes, eat some chips, make you some goddamn it
Yeah, I
shit
seen that
noodles
firsthand with Underboss.
and get back
Underboss would
on.
be frustrated. He
Get
was like,
to it.
I
Yeah.
get to it later. But he'll still
Yeah.
try it again, like until he get it. So
Fucking
I
right.
know.
And he gonna get it.
Yeah,
Believe
he
me.
Come
gonna
on.
get it for
He
sure.
gonna get it. Top notch get it too, boy, when he do.
Come on.
Exactly.
And then gonna
Okay,
say,
y'all.
cute, I
So,
got
yup. So I
Come
made a
on.
mistake, y'all. So I made a mistake. So I also forgot about Bubble Bus Party Bus. We can't forget about that word
Man,
either.
that was my
I
Ah,
favorite
that
part,
was
bro.
it.
we
That was the
couldn't
Hey,
first
forget
for
about
real.
that
I used to
word
get
either.
on
It's to
here.
be some things happening in that word. I ain't gonna lie to you, Dennis.
The ball is
I ain't gonna
popping,
lie. It was
the
wow.
glasses clinking and everything.
Yeah.
Ah, it was
Bubble Bus
dope.
Party Bus was one of them. He got so many other words that y'all need to check out, especially Midnight Nightmare School Bus. Make sure y'all check that out.
Check it out.
Um, he got some. Do you have any more other words? I know he got Night Bank Heist. I have to go check out soon.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
put that
Yeah,
on my.
the night
I'm gonna put
heist,
that
I
on my
actually been
list.
putting in some work behind the scenes, just making that a little bit better, a little bit better. That was actually my competition entry and
Okay.
it didn't place, but I haven't promoted it really at all. I think I just shared one screenshot of it on my Insta and left it alone because that's one of those ones I don't even know, like it's out, but I haven't really pushed it because I sort of think to myself, man, I can make this better. Man, I can make this better. Man, I can make this
Mm.
better. But it is a good game. When y'all get a chance, make sure you check out the Night Heist. I don't think you will be disappointed. I say that for sure. And it's definitely a culmination of all the skills I've obtained up to now. And most of that world I built in like 48 hours, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Dope.
so
Hmm.
dope.
That mother
So,
Fire.
dope.
is there
Very
any
dope.
other worlds we gonna be looking forward to that's coming out? You don't gotta say everything, but we looking forward to seeing more from you,
Hell
especially in the
yeah.
next few months.
Yeah, yeah. I got a world. We just have to finish up. We just got to probably take a few days, lock in, and get it done. That I did with Victor 3000. I
Oh,
think
that should be
that's
dope.
gonna be like that's gonna be
That
probably
should be dope.
one of the best worlds I've ever made for sure. Yeah, I mean y'all know what Victor 3000 does, man. He's a whiz with the shapes and the lighting. I had this man give me a full like almost an hour long lighting class, and he could have kept going. Like this dude, he's a scientist when it comes to just putting a room together. And man, I try to make sure I learn something from everybody, especially the greats in this space, man. So y'all keep your eye out for that. That's gonna be amazing. I
Dope.
have a few commission works I'm doing, you know, NDA, you know, certain stuff I can't talk about. I'm redoing my basketball court. That's probably not gonna take too long to get done. It's just a matter of getting the right assets in there. We got the Stew Volume 3. That's something
Okay.
I've really been working on a lot behind the scenes, and just talking to a lot of big artists, man, and coming up with that budget. I talked to people about this last year, but I'm still gonna bring Star Bands to the metaverse. If y'all don't know Star Bands, she's one of the hottest um, rappers in the country as far as like being under 18. She's like literally on fire. The girl can rap, she got bars, and she don't cuss in her music, but she still got that street edge. We bringing her in. Man, I got a lot I'm really working on, you know what I mean? But I'm always working. Always working.
Oh, this one though. We be looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing all of it. And if y'all know Danica, if y'all don't know Danica, make sure y'all get to know him. Follow him on Instagram. It's up the top at DaniccaCity. He is DaniccaCity, yeah. So
Yeah.
for you being, we appreciate you for being on this Dysfunktional podcast. For sure, you have been an awesome special guest.
Oh
And
man,
with
I
that being
appreciate you.
said,
A good
we always
friend.
give our special guests award, and it's already in your create tab. But that's your little
Hey,
trophy, Dysfunktional Podcast Award.
I know that's
And we
right.
appreciate you for being on this Dysfunktional Podcast. And we hope you enjoyed, us, ramping you up with questions.
We
Yeah, this
love
was
you,
great. Thank
Donica.
y'all so
We
much.
love you,
Much love
bro.
to
But
y'all right
thank
back,
you
man.
again for coming. I think if I don't believe I came
Look,
across
mama, my
Danica and
name
I
on
was
it.
like, yes. So if I when I came across you, I think he asked me when I was doing this first podcast again. I was like, I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it soon. And I was like, I was gonna ask you to be on the show. I was dry begging y'all.
Nah, I,
Like,
I got on her top. I said, why you ain't asked me to be on the show? She was like, you could get on the show.
People be
That's when
thinking
we was
Danica
working on
won't be on it.
Underboss's birthday world. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, Danica, we do appreciate you for coming again. This has been a wonderful show, and everybody in the audience, if y'all have some kudos to tell Danica, y'all might do so at this time. We always do kudos or questions. Ice Cold, you are on mute.
Ice.
Hey, Ice.
What the hell
I
you
love you
got?
too.
Oh.
Um, sorry, my daughter told me she loved me. But a lot of y'all don't know Danica in the audience, but Danica is not just dope. When he did that fucking Transformer stage for Trapaganza, I was like,
Oh,
now you just showing off. He had to let y'all know who the fuck he was. So when you seek him out, this is the type of like work you gonna be looking at. Like this is an
mm-hmm.
option. But when I met Danica, I honestly don't know how the fuck I met Danica, but we was always cool. I don't know why. I don't know how we met. I don't remember. So long
Yeah, I don't
ago.
remember either.
See? But we just was, man. If you ever go to the casino, damn near every stage in there, Danica has done.
Yeah,
Every
you right.
stage
You
he
right.
has built an asset spawn for it.
I
So
Period.
appreciate
we
you.
can so we can have, and he still got to do 2 more. I had to throw that in.
See,
Dang.
that's what Ice Cold. She like Stephen A. Smith. She gonna give you some compliments, then put you to work. You know what I'm talking
But no,
about?
for
You
real.
did such a great job. Can you That's my dog though. Shout out Ice Cold Stacks. Newlywed, you know what I'm
That
saying?
sound like her.
Yeah.
All
She got
right.
she
That's my
got just
Love
baby.
married
you,
on the
Ice.
back of her hoodie. Make sure y'all check out the
Yes.
just married on
And
the
her
back of her
wedding
hoodie.
was
I know.
funny and wonderful at the same
Oh,
time. I got to
my.
dig with y'all
So
know.
funny.
It was too many comedians at the wedding. It was like 4 or 5 of them, and it was very overwhelmingly funny for me. But at the
Yeah.
same time, we getting
Well,
back to Danica. Danica is really dope. I'm gonna go with that for real. We're
I
not gonna
appreciate you,
derive and
Ice.
take it from his moment, but for real, he's dope. Whatever you ask him, he's so involved with like the metaverse community. Whatever you ask him, he will try to like help you with it. If he's actually teaching you something, pay attention because he be trying to teach me shit all the time, and I just be in space somewhere. He be like, "Ice, you hear me?" Like, yeah, because I
Headset
know
don't
I'm
need to
not
be
gonna
on.
probably do it.
Work,
Hey,
work
he gonna
student,
make you do
work
it though. You
student.
better pay attention because he'll
He
make you
did.
do
He
it.
did. When I wasn't paying attention one time, he was like, "All right, now show me how you do this." I'm like, "Oh, damn."
Oh yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah,
But
That's
I
I
what
be,
you
do
I
want to
ain't
do.
gonna
give him his
lie.
kudos because he
I be
deserves
getting
all
on
of that.
her because she don't
For
listen
real.
worth a damn. She don't listen worth a damn. That's like my little cousin or something. But she old. But she older than me.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can't hear you no more. Nope, nope. Next person.
If anybody else
No, you
that
fine.
want to say anything to Danica City, y'all may do so at this time.
Hey,
I
sexy
do.
bone.
Hey, how you doing? I wasn't here at the
Good,
start of the
good.
show, but I just wanted to know, should we look forward to your bus, the part two, soon?
Oh Lord. Yes, ma'am. I'm working on the boss fight for that thing right now. The
Okay,
boss
okay.
fight is gonna be really, really good. I think that's one of those projects I'm just gonna try to keep going until that thing is like 2, 3 hours long. So that's as far as like longevity and like that's sort of like my baby. So that's got a lot
Right.
of my focus right now. And I loved the way the community, people like you have just sort of like, you always supporting it and,
Yeah,
and,
I
and
always
keep
ask
and
him
keeping me
about it too.
responsible about it too. You know what I mean? Have
Yes,
you
I
have you
do.
did the new boss fight with the hands though? You beat the hands?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I
I
got
should
beat up.
okay.
I got beat up, but I did. I
Okay.
got caught many times, but yes,
Okay, this
yes.
new one is gonna be kind of crazy. But yes,
Okay, okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All
We
right,
working.
looking forward to it. Okay. And you
Shout
you
out
are
Sexy
dope.
Bone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sexy Bone.
Okay, you're welcome.
Is there anybody else?
I
No,
appreciate
nobody
this
was.
award too.
The
Thank you for this
question:
Nobody
award.
was.
Did you do that flyaway stage thing at the top on Ricky Romance shit?
Yes. That was
I
good.
knew that was you. I said
That was
this some Danica shit right here.
Yeah. All the stage effects and stuff like that I did in that world, and some of the stuff on the outside, and a lot of stuff in that world. You know what I'm saying? I put together. We are no longer working together, but you know what I'm saying. I hope that space continues to grow. I hope the shows continue to get better and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shout out Ricky Romance. Shout out to Underboss DJing over there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm. Yeah, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
So anybody else don't have anything else? Do y'all on the stage? Do y'all have anything to say to Danica?
What you got
Um,
in
I want to say,
Yeah.
Danica, I
Yeah.
appreciate. I
Frosted.
got stuff to say. I want to say,
What's
Danica, I
up?
really, really
What you doing?
appreciate
What you
you
doing?
for being a part of my meta life and being cool in my real life. You my dog.
What's up?
Happy that you popped up and showed us how dope you are, and you always willing to help. And every time I tell you I got something going on, you always give me so much encouragement. Also, I appreciate like when you come and see my bills and how you react to them. That mean a whole lot to me, being that you are such a dope individual. And I just want to let you know I love you, family. And yeah, so yeah, keep
Yeah. Love
going
you
and
too.
thank you for being who you are. You're inspiration to a lot of people in here.
We definitely
I
appreciate
appreciate
you,
you.
man. For real, like for real, for real. Like you know what I'm saying. You like a role model for real, to me, and especially, you know what I'm saying. Like I look up to you, like for real, for real, for real.
Man, thanks, bro.
Of course,
Likewise,
Danny,
man. Still sharp as steel.
just want to send love, respect. You already know the vibes. Coming from way back till now, he's still one of the greatest blood clot persons I know in the metaverse. And I'm saying to you, still the most exclusive cakes in the metaverse. You understand what I said to you? No love, respect, but
Man, respect, brother. Man, thanks, bro. Man, him and his lady always show so much love when I come around, man. Y'all,
Oh.
y'all are definitely like extended family too, man. Shout out Topaz and Miss I ain't gonna talk shit. Miss Toya. I ain't gonna talk trash. Shout out to the kids coming in here yelling and stuff too, man. Much love. Brother Chili Green.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Okay, well, good. Hello, everybody. Well, I didn't
Hey.
want to so much commend you on your skill as a creator and scripter and all that good stuff, but I got on about 3 years ago, February, so I'm not sure exactly when I met you, but I wanted to compliment you on your person. Um, you're just a man that I regard as a man of integrity. Since the first time I met you, and I already knew you were somebody, the way you moved and the way people spoke of you. But every time you saw me in any space, you gave me the feeling that you are somebody too, and you belong. And I don't have to be the one to approach and speak to you. You would do that to me. So I want to just speak concerning the person that you are. And just by your conversation, I can tell you are a man of principle. I just wanted to say that this evening. God bless you, brother.
God bless you too, man. I appreciate you, brother Chili.
Hmm.
And I love the way he carry himself too, man. He's one of those guys. When I see him in the room, even if I'm being a little nonsensical or acting a little foolish, like we all do, I always see Mr. Chili Green, and he's like, just y'all. I mean, you hear the man talk.
Mhm.
That's a grown man. You know what I mean? And the
Right.
way he carries himself, he's one of those people who is like, oh man, that's brother Chili Green. Let me wipe, let me wipe my,
Mhm.
let me straighten up
Mhm.
because he's one of
Mhm.
those people. His presence, especially as a black man, it makes you want to carry yourself a little bit better. It makes you want to speak a little bit more. With a little bit more intelligence and everything, man. So still sharp as steel, bro. Sabrina, you,
Yes.
you got that mustache on? I saw you on live earlier. It kind of threw me off. You didn't have the mustache on. She got a
Is that
mustache on. Somebody give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
she,
She said yes.
Thumbs up.
she got
Okay.
it on?
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think she
Okay.
gonna ever take off that mustache.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
she was on live with Technical earlier with no mustache. I was like, I'm out of here.
So is there anybody else that have anything to say? We finna end this
Man, shout
interview.
out all y'all, man.
I'm a
Thank
new
you.
person. I'm a new face.
Thank you for coming
Is
to
it all
this.
right?
Yes,
Of
thank you for
course.
coming to Dysfunctional Podcast, Mr.
Hey,
Trey
Yeah,
Five
Trey.
and
sweetie,
Four.
Hey,
sweetie is
Mr.
a
Trey.
friend of mine. I just met
Yeah,
her. I
hey,
actually first time I been here. And, I really don't really. I really don't be anticipating a lot of things like this because, uh, thing is, a lot of people they like discriminating and carrying on. But I don't discriminate
Hmm.
anybody. I had a lot of people came from all space with me, and I see they done came here in this world, and now they like departed and they don't know you anymore. So now
Hmm.
we got to pick up on new people, the black people we supposed to be pulling together,
Yes, sir.
and that's what I'm looking at. Look at it. I look at a lot of podcasts, a lot of brothers on YouTube. What they speculating on. My first time in here again. I actually was following her because she said she would have a singing thing today. Uh,
it's
Yes.
later on today.
yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna have to save this world because I wasn't prepared for this. When I popped up in here following her, following Sweet is, caught me off guard. I'm not. Listen, I have a whole lot of things I got on my mind. As far as us black people pulling together because of all the things that's going on right now.
Okay.
In society. I could talk
Yes,
about
sir.
that all day long. I love this
Okay.
brother here. I love you, man. Love you. I was sitting back there listening what y'all got going on here. I went to Black Folks Talk. Okay, I listened to them. We sit around the night table, listen to
Yes,
them.
sir.
They throwing everything back and forth. Well, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. But I love this place. I love it. I love the environment. Got good
Oh,
vibes
thank
up in here.
you. Thank
The
you.
Thank
people
you,
in
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
I was never a disrespectful person, but I do speak my mind.
Yeah.
Okay. But other than that, I wasn't prepared for this again. So next time, I don't know what days do you have this? Only on
I
Sundays?
have we
We're starting Monday on at
we
6
are
p.m.
starting
Central.
every other Mondays. So right now we do it Danica because I already had him booked for today. So the next time we'll probably do it will not be tomorrow, but it'll be the next Monday. Will be the
The
next
next
show,
Monday.
and we're starting to do interviews and topics.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, by you have so many people on your board, do you give permission for us, okay, maybe you may not be available, the open up program. You share your programs with the board of directors and let the board of directors have their date, or they can follow up on other things, and they can come in on a weekday and have all these things going on to boost up on that this kind of day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you have so many people in your board of directors, everybody should have a little, little something where they can control something and boost up on and have a
See, we do
program going
some.
on to,
I
Well,
get
you
what
know
you're
what, Mr.
saying.
build.
Trey? I
Uh-huh.
think because I think you speaking to some very key and important things as far as sort of organizing and helping the space up. Look, I
There you
think
go.
I think you should get
I like
together
you.
with these guys because I know they're recording right now. I think once we wrap
Right.
up, I think that'll be a great opportunity to exchange some info. And I remember hearing you speak at Black Folks Talk as well, and I know you got some great
Right.
ideas. So yeah, I think that'll be a good opportunity, to meet
Mm-hmm.
with these guys
Because
once
you
they
got a lot of
wrap
heads up
everything
there.
up.
Yeah, because you got a lot of heads up there, and they can, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and build up on a
But
main
see,
day
I'm gonna be
like
honest with you.
today.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Trey. See, these my family right here that you see up on this stage right here, and
I
all of us
understand.
is busy. We have busy. Underboss himself, we are individuals. We be busy. We all have our separate events. Now, if I could create a team to where, but it's hard to build a team. So if I could have a team that that could do all of that, then that'd be great, wonderful. But this my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do set stages. We all do different things, and this just not this world podcast. We also have clubs and everything else that
Okay,
we have
that's another
going.
thing. That's another thing. Wait a minute. That's another thing. I'm be honest. I'm be open with you. I'm gonna be open with you. I hear what you're saying, right? I build a lot of worlds. I love building. But here's the thing: is okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got with Captain Jack, and I scoped a lot
Oh
of
Lord.
negative things up in there. So I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, so I'm not gonna bow down to that because I'm still looking. Okay, if I
Right,
find
right.
something better, that's where I'm going. Okay, I love
I
building,
hear you.
and I got a life too. Everybody got a real life as well as on here. Okay, that I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But I'm saying if I organize the organization, I would like, man, everybody that got a head, whoever the head is, I would give, you can't like, I know everybody got something to do, but every day of the week it should be something happening. If you have a bid, you have a meeting, I would go to that meeting. I ain't trying to control nothing, but I'm trying to reach out with my black people and try to pull us together. I listen.
Get your
I'm in
ass down.
Chicago. I saw what happened to Tiffany Hanyard. Now I'm looking at Jasmine, whatever her name is, Congress lady over there in Texas. All right. Now I see how these girls acting, and see I'm not with that. I ain't with that. Cause
See,
see,
Mr.
you can
Trey,
say a
Mr.
whole
Trey,
lot of things. You can say a lot of things, but some things come out your mouth may not be right, and somebody gonna peep it. You know,
Mr. Trey,
don't say
can
sure.
I
I
don't
gotta
mean to
talk to
interrupt you,
you
sir.
alone. I'd
Yes,
rather
sir.
talk
Yes,
to you
sir.
alone.
So,
I
well,
gotta
I was
talk
just
to
gonna
you
say,
alone.
I think you giving good information. But I think
Yeah.
because the show was more so about like topics today, and so
Uh-huh.
they're actually wrapping up. So I think
Okay.
this is something that would be better suited for after they
Yeah,
get done
yeah.
wrapping
But
up
I
and
want
everything.
to. Can I add you? Can
All
I add
respect to
you?
you, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can I? Okay.
Much respect
I
to you,
can't
Mr.
reach you
Trey.
from here. I can't
It's
reach
all
you
We
right.
from there.
appreciate we
Okay.
appreciate
'Cause,
your
no,
insights, but
no.
let me
It's just what it
You
is.
got.
we gonna
Yeah, I got
go
you.
Thank you, Mr.
ahead and
Trey.
wrap it up. Thank y'all for coming to Dysfunctional Podcast. This was season 3. This was episode 5 with DaniccaCity. Thanks to the
Ooh.
audience that came today. We really do appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you for thank you to Boss Visionaries in the back for the music, Boss Underbosses on the couch, Cutie the Sweetest, Tiny Faith, and once again Danica City. And let me just say this before anything else. This will be Tiny Faith's last show. Tiny Faith, I thank you for all that you have done for this show. Thank you for coming through
Oh,
all the time. I will be missing you on my side on this personal podcast, but I know
Oh,
you have other things that you have to get, sorted
oh,
out.
honey.
But I always,
Yeah.
I appreciate you and thank you for always being there, especially through this
Oh, we
time for
love you,
this personal
Tiny.
podcast. Yes.
thank you, Tiny.
So with
I
that being
love you,
said,
Tiny.
thank y'all again.